From a very young age, most women are trained to believe that their needs, their wishes, their dreams are not worthy to be spoken out. If you're the type of woman who looks successful on the outside, but secretly doesn't trust her own judgment, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll understand the exact shift that helped me build self-trust and how to start applying it today. Hi, I'm Remy. I help women go from burnout and people-pleasing to live a life that is grounded, disciplined, and self-led. Let's be honest. Most capable women are not lacking skills. They're lacking permission to trust themselves. And the reason this is happening is very simple. From a very young age, most women are trained to believe that their needs, their wishes, their dreams are not worthy to be spoken out loud. If you're anything like me, I grew up in a household where my parents did the best they could. They're great parents. However, I, from a very young age, learned that in order to keep the household quiet and in order to make everybody feel good in the house, I should probably be quiet. I should probably be sitting in my room, drawing, reading, doing whatever, and not speaking my truth and not speaking what I truly need and not sharing what I need. A few years ago, I had a really rough time. My dearest grandfather passed away, and I was just in the midst of a breakup from a 2-year relationship that was not good for me. It was pretty toxic. And it was rough. It was a very hard time. And I remember I lived in Berlin back in the time, and my best friend came to visit me for a weekend. And one thing that she said stuck to me so hard that truly made me shift and make a switch in my mind and then my behavior. She looked at me and said, "You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to dream. You are allowed to do whatever you want, to have whatever you want. You are allowed to be happy." So now I take this opportunity to say this to you, because if you have spent most of your life trying to please everybody else, trying to ask everybody before you make a decision, before you listen to your inner voice, if you've been doing that, first of all, that's okay. I want to tell you that you are allowed to listen to your inner voice. You are allowed to give yourself permission to trust yourself and follow your gut and follow your dreams. And I see it over and over again with my clients. My clients are wonderful, successful, high-functioning women that outsource their trust, that outsource their decision-making because from a very young age, just like me, they learned how to diminish themselves, how to put themselves last, how to make themselves small, because somehow, somewhere in their childhood, they came up with that idea that if they will not speak their mind, if they will stay quiet, if they will be pleasing everybody else, then everything around them will be okay, and that makes them feel safe, because somewhere along the way we learned that it's safer for us to be quiet, that it's safer for us to not express our needs, to not express our wishes. There's a way to break free from it. It might cringe you, but stay with me because there's a way to fix it. The question is to ask yourself, what do I really want right now? What do I really need right now? If at the beginning this question makes you feel confused, makes you even angry, makes you just not know what the answer is, that's completely fine. You want to keep asking yourself this question. Think about it as a muscle. If trusting yourself is like a muscle, if you go to the gym, you know that you can't really grow your bicep if you just do this for one day in a week or one day a month, right? You need to train it. You need to be there at least 3 times a week for your muscle to grow. Not necessarily that you want your bicep, but you want to grow that practice and that muscle, so at one point it will become a second nature to you. If you're tired of doing another meditation, another healing modality, or if you're already aware of all your patterns, your limiting beliefs, your traumas, but somehow you feel disconnected when trying to put it down into practicality, I work privately one-on-one with women in a 3-month coaching container where we go into those patterns and bring them down to daily actions, to daily habits habits that actually stick and you can follow through. If this feels like something you'd like to explore, there's an application link down below. Fill it out and let's have a conversation.